Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for another edition of Life Minutes videos. I'd like to take a moment to share with you just a couple of things before we get into our new series titled The Search for the Real Christian Faith. First, if these videos have been an encouragement to you, would you please pass them on to your Facebook friends or to those you know that maybe these videos would be helpful to them. Our goal is not to build the kingdom of Oak Ridge or make ourselves well known, but to make God known to as many people as possible. A second thing is this new series that we're beginning. Some may think it doesn't apply to them because we're already followers of Christ. But this series is designed to be a tool for us who do know the Lord to share with those who may be seeking. They might have questions about the Christian faith, and they're open to conversations about what you and I believe. Also, this series is designed, I hope, to strengthen our faith, to let us know that what you and I believe is objective, it's rational, that our faith is rooted in something that we can check on and trust. We're going to do something unusual. I never do this, but most of the time I just don't. I don't use other people's books as a guideline for videos and all. But James Emery White wrote a book called A Search for the Spiritual. And we're going to use his book as a guide, you might say, as we discuss the reality of the Christian faith. Now, we're going to add other commentary to it. It won't all be based on what White says. But I believe this book is the best book I've ever seen that you can give to somebody who's honestly seeking Christianity. It's easy to understand, but very thorough. And so, A Search for the Spiritual by James Emery White. Like I said, part of our goal in this video series is to equip us to answer questions, but also to strengthen our belief in an objective historical faith. So before I wrap up this particular video, I want to talk about the issue of faith, because even though Christians believe that what they believe is rooted in history, there is still a point of faith to what we believe. I take by faith what the Bible says about Christ. Even though I believe it's rooted in history, you still have to take it by faith. Jesus isn't here today. And so I believe what I know about the Christian faith, and I have to trust that, all right? Some decry the Christian faith as not being rational. It's like believing in a fairy tale. As we're going to see, Christianity is objective. But what of this word faith? Well, we need to clarify both the word and the concept, what they mean. First, here's a fact. We all use faith whether we recognize it or not. You get in your car to go to work, believe it or not, you are putting your faith in your car to get you from point A to point B. But you don't get in the car thinking that you're practicing faith, but you are. You're trusting in your vehicle to get you to wherever you need to go. So everybody practices faith, whether they want to use that word or not, we do. A second point to make is that faith is only as good as what you have your faith in. Some people put so much faith in other individuals, and then when those people let them down, they'll tell you they won't trust anybody anymore. They've lost faith in everybody because they had a bad experience. Think about this. When you're looking for a good doctor, or a doctor, let's say, you're committed to discovering what you can about that doctor, right? We check things out before committing to them. Same thing with Christianity. I checked things out before I committed my life to Christ. So faith, we all practice it. Second is this: faith is only as good as what you have your faith in. Okay, so I know people that go to a doctor, a lousy doctor, and they'll say all doctors are bad. Well, you'd put your faith in a doctor who ended up not being very good. But that doesn't mean that every doctor's bad. Faith is only as good as what you put your faith in. Third is this. The third point is that when we do put our faith in something, we need to test the reliability of our object of faith. When it comes to the Christian life, I tested, and so do other Christians, the reliability of the Bible, the reliability of what we know about Jesus, what we know about God. In other words, our faith needs to be rooted in fact, but it also needs to be rooted in something that we can rely on. All right? These are just some opening thoughts. We'll dive more into this in our next video. Thanks for joining me. Pastor Scott, thanks. Signing off.